every person can be a force for good. Free to forge his own destiny. You can save them. You can save all of them.
Oh, this should be good.
Sometimes I'm a kind warrior out here. Occasionally I am challenged, and in that case, the kind warrior must become a samurai.
Movies.
Lesbian?
The other L word.
Lesbians?
Movies. Yippee-ki-yay.
I'm gonna need y'all quit playing with me and pull out your big guns.
Use a designated slot. Movies.
Hamish, wake up, you silly old bugger.
Movies.
Would you say it's time for our viewers to crack each other's heads open and feast on the goo inside?
Movies. 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 Movies.
For some unknown reason.
Movies.
Thanks for that, Skrillex.
That was very nice.
That was alright, yeah, that was
in-depth.
quite good. Quite upbeat.
Yeah, I enjoyed it actually.
I like how we use clips from movies that we've reviewed in the past.
Yeah. Do you think he'll keep updating that?
No.
No.
No, probably not.
It's good length already, so I wouldn't if I was
it's
in.
great, it's great. So what did we review this week? I think didn't we get a tweet?
Well, we sent out a tweet earlier in the week, as we do every week.
What is our Twitter? Obviously I know what it is, there's a marketing thing. What is our Twitter, Jay?
It's at TFC Podcast.
Oh, right, okay. So if I was to go onto Twitter and just type in at TFC Podcast and then give that a cheeky follow,
Yeah, well that would...
I would be better for it, would I?
You would.
Yeah.
You'd feel more contented as a person.
And the tweets that they tweet out are high quality and they're not just links.
No, they're jokes mainly, hilarious
Gags.
one-liners.
Gag.
Interspersed with maybe 1 in 100 self-promotion.
Oh, that's a good ratio.
Good ratio.
Yeah. I'll look into that, see if you lie.
No comment.
So,
Of course, so we sent out a funny joke, followed by this sentence. What movie shall we review?
First of all, what was the funny joke?
It was, what cheese would you use if you wanted to hide a pony? Mask a pony.
Are you sure? Because I'm
What
seeing,
cheese would
I'm
you use
looking
if you
at-
wanted to get a bear out of a cave?
Camembert. But the thing is, though, you've just said that it was the pony cheese joke.
Yeah.
Is it the pony cheese joke or is it the bear cheese joke?
I use both in separate tweets.
Really?
No,
Because I'll just say that I remember sending this tweet myself and I didn't put any jokes.
that's weird.
Just bring it out.
Unlikely. We said, what movie shall we review for Tuesday's Bedside?
And then I think about a great joke on the end of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at Fruitfly T, Mitt, just me, a Crystal Palace supporter, tennis fan, Wilfred Zaha enthusiast, and sometimes chat political shit from Hounslow.
Great bio.
He pops right up,
Yeah.
and he was like Man of Steel,
The new Superman flick.
new Superman film
Okay.
with what's his face, Henry Cavill. Is it Cavill? Yeah. So we were like, I've not seen that. That sounds good.
So we nipped off to,
Our local multiplex cinema house,
yeah.
and we
Gave
just,
that a cheeky
we
watch.
just threw it right on. And you know, it was certainly something.
Now, shall I read out our notes here?
Well,
Not necessarily all of them, but I think it might be a good idea to read off the bullet points that I've written down. Or we can read the synopsis for those who haven't watched the film yet. Because it is a brand new film.
yeah, that is true.
It didn't look like a brand new film.
No, it did not.
But we'll get
It did
into
not
that
look
later.
Like a brand new film. The synopsis for the film itself: the Man of Steel crusades for nuclear disarmament and meets Lex Luthor's latest creation, Nuclear Man.
Right. That's true, yeah, I remember that happening.
And it was. I mean, I've got a review here. I wanted to sort of see some other people's opinions on it.
Okay. Right, that's
And so I thought.
interesting.
And of course, Mr. Obi-Wan -27
Yeah.
from New England, America, he was less than impressed with the new Superman
What?
flick.
Really? When did he write this?
19th of November 1999, so
Well, he's reviewed it a little bit early there.
14 years too early. He's
Yeah. I think he's made a bit of a claim.
ahead of himself, but you know, on the ball.
What's he said,
that.
though?
He said, how to ruin a series in 10 easy lessons.
Oh, no.
That's what they should, in capitals, have called this piece of dreck. Now, hello, what's dreck?
Shall we Google it?
I'm Googling that right now. Dreck. Never heard that before.
I think as well that'd be a terrible title for a film because you learn this in film school. Obviously, I went for 8 years.
Did you go to the Dave Academy?
Yeah, in Orlando.
Orlando, yeah. Name that after PB&J.
Did they?
Yeah.
Why do they call it Dave then?
Funny previous backstory that I don't want to go into this time.
I don't think so. I think it stands for digital audio.
New
Yeah.
video something. Visual entertainment? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
I think that would have been a terrible title for a film because with the title, that's your main marketing tool. You want to reel them in. You want to reel them in. You want to reel them in like
Right.
fish, like
Yeah.
fish, like fish.
Like
so,
fish.
so I think that a title like Man of Steel reels them in like fish. But I think a title like what was it?
How to ruin a series in 10 easy lessons.
That's not going to reel them in at all.
No, I agree.
No, that's just going to leave them flapping around on the floor like fish.
Also, I've got a few little definitions for the word dreck.
Okay, go on. Is it first of all? Is it from a sci-fi TV series?
No.
Well, that's weird.
Most people say it means shit. However, we're unsure where it came from. Some say Yiddish, some say Slovenian, some say German.
Okay.
However, somebody else says Drek is the main villain from Ratchet and Clank 1,
Yeah.
and other people say Drek is an old man with a sock fetish, however, does not fork out the big bucks for the show. I don't want to grow up to be a Drek.
What, you get this from the dictionary?
Yeah. Webster's.
Webster's. Can I have a look at your screen?
Webster's.
What are you covering up with your hand?
Oh, Webster's.
Urban, that says.
It says Webster's. You can't
Okay,
read.
read this guy's review then, because I want to know what he thought about it back in '99.
That's what they should have called this piece of dreck, which somehow managed to get produced. The first two Superman films were great, especially Superman 2. The third one was bad, but in a funny kind of way. Who cannot laugh at Richard Pryor typing "override all security" on the computer monitor and succeeding? That's true. I love that.
Yeah, I love
Classic
hilarious.
Pryor.
Yeah.
But this fourth instalment is weird.
I think he's made a mistake there, because this is actually not the fourth installment.
But this fourth instalment makes Superman 3 look like The Godfather. Nuclear Man? Question mark. Humans flying around in outer space without dying? Question mark, question mark. Superman pushing the moon around to block the sun? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
I just want to comment on his review style here. He's going to save a lot of characters if he just puts
Does
a question
the-
mark
does the
instead of just
punctuation.
typing out question mark.
John Cryer, who will later go on to be one of the highest paid actors on American television.
Yeah.
Breakdancing? Question mark, exclamation mark. Question mark, exclamation mark.
Oh,
Whoa! This movie ruined the credibility of the first two Superman films. It should have never been made. I'd give it a 0.0 out of 10.0, but unfortunately, IMDb won't let me do that. So I give it a 1 instead.
That's quite low.
That is very low.
I'm going to counterbalance that with a review. Again, this review was written in 2004, so 9 years too early, but I'm gonna give it credit anyway because it's written by CLH-1 from Seattle, Washington.
That's nice.
You've been to Seattle, haven't you?
Yeah.
Is that where you got that checkered shirt from?
Yeah, Seattle.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Grungy. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Caution, spoilers. So if you haven't seen Man of Steel yet, you might want to pause this, go and watch it, come back and then turn
whack
back
it right on.
This is my second favourite film in the series. I really like it. Christopher Reeve is in top form as the Man of Steel / Clark Kent. Two things. First of all, it's spelled Steel with an E on the end, which is a surname.
Yeah.
That's not. Did he play both of those characters? Were they meant to be the same person?
Well, one was wearing...
Yeah, one was wearing glasses,
so
so I think
he's
he's made a mistake there. I think that was a different actor.
It's a little bit embarrassing.
I'll keep reading. He has the amazing ability to make us believe he is really Superman. I have heard that he was unhappy when he learned of the low production values, but he never shows it. He is a truly great professional actor. The rest of the regular cast turn in okay performances, and the newcomers are mixed. Mariel Hemingway, Ernest Hemingway's granddaughter, is good. Sam Wanamaker is okay, and I can't rate Mark Pillow because I haven't heard his voice, and his physical acting was mediocre. The film really doesn't belong in the bottom 100. My rating, 9.5. I spelled it 9-1/2.
Yeah.
That's a claimer. Out of 10. 4 stars. What? Star 1/3 stars in brackets of 4 and a B+.
Wow, it's got
I think this
all these-
person has brain.
Yeah, he's probably had a HPL as well. It's not gone well.
Yeah. But, I thought that the film could have been better.
Well,
There's been a lot of hype about it. Its opening weekend, this past weekend, it took in more than the Avengers. Which, the Avengers, was that 2012?
yeah.
Or 2011?
20. Yeah, say 2012.
Yeah.
No idea.
Took in a lot of money.
Oh, big bucks.
Man of Steel has already beaten it out of the water. People seem to love it. I wasn't a big fan.
No.
I thought when the credits came on,
Opening up.
immediately I thought. I mean, you commented that they used the phrase PowerPoint-esque
It was
for the
very
opening
PowerPoint-esque.
credits, and I thought that the fact that the opening credits went on for about 10 minutes and listed everyone, I thought that was a trend we'd done away with in the 90s.
Yeah, I
didn't realise people were still doing it. Yeah.
Maybe even I'd say late 80s.
Yeah, 87.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah.
24th of July. I'd say.
Yeah. Cold openings are in at the minute.
Yeah.
And Snyder, who directed this, he's all about cold openings. I don't know if you've seen the latest Star Trek.
Oh, yeah, I have. Into Darkness.
Yeah. Cold opening.
Oh, very cold.
Yeah, and then you've got Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan coming in, and then they do a bit of pratfalling with Jar Jar, and then the credits come on, and then you see the rest of the film.
Yeah.
So I think it was a departure there. I think he's made a mistake, and I don't think the opening credits did anything to.
No, I
help.
thought they were very poor.
And then the opening scene, of course, was set in space. A lot of this was filmed in space, which I think is cheaper to film because all you have to do is film against a black background.
That's true.
So I'm going to point that out. And the opening scene was Russians in space, which I think was not very current or timely.
It's all almost Cold War-esque.
Cold War-esque, yeah, late 80s.
Yeah, late 80s.
And 87.
24th of July.
And Superman saved one of these Russians and spoke to him in Russian. And
don't worry about it.
Yeah, sort of said, we're friends, even though I'm American and I'm better than you. Didn't say that, but that was the subtext.
I always find it weird that he speaks in an American accent.
Because he's an alien.
But he's foreign. Yeah.
Where's he from?
Krypton.
Alien,
Yeah.
which is near the Maldives. Or is it a different planet?
More likely to be Maldives.
Probably
isn't it?
Maldives, yeah.
So he looks pretty human.
He looks quite human, yeah.
I'll tell you who looks quite a lot like.
Who?
You know, Clark Kent.
Didn't pick up on that. Wrong. I don't think so.
Take those glasses right off.
No, because he does wear glasses. You can't just pretend he's not wearing glasses.
Oh,
The thing about Clark Kent is glasses, hat,
glasses.
coat. And he's always slipping up. Slipping
Being
in.
clumsy.
Yeah, being clumsy. Whereas Superman, very strong, very coordinated.
Yeah.
So I think you're completely wrong. I don't think they look alike at all.
That's true.
What do you think of the film?
Well, for those who haven't seen it, I'll just give you a little plot summary. Just a bit of a...
Yeah, go on then.
Superman does a lot in his newest adventure.
Is this your own words?
Yeah.
Okay.
Arch-villain Lex Luthor,
Yeah.
determined to make the world safe for nuclear arms merchants, creates a new being to challenge the Man of Steel, the radiation-charged Nuclear Man. The two superpowered foes clash in an explosive on-screen extravaganza that sees Superman save the Statue of Liberty, repulse, that's not really a good word, a volcanic
you're saying- I
eruption
thought this was your
of Mount
own
Everest.
words.
Yeah, it was, but I just wrote it under the pseudonym Robert Lynch, Doc R. Lynch at yahoo.com. eruption of Mount Etna, rebuild the demolished Great Wall of China, and perform many more spectacular feats.
But you didn't write this. I'm reading this. You're not saying this. You're reading this from IMDb.
No, but I wrote it earlier in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you write it?
Earlier on, but
I think you're lying.
2 hours ago.
No, I think you're lying.
Why would I lie?
Go on.
No, that's it really.
Well, I would say in my own words, because what you've done there is just read off IMDb.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to sum the plot up for myself for the listeners' benefit, because we deliver quality here and not shit.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor steals a hair of Superman's head from a museum and uses it to create Nuclear Man, an android that gets energy from the sun. His purpose, of course, is to use him as a weapon to kill Superman, so that Luthor will be to freeze his criminal plans, written by End. The end.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Thanks.
Yeah. I think you did that.
Thank you. I think I did better than you.
Well, sort of get ahead of myself.
Right, so yeah, basically what happens is that Superman's got really strong hair,
Yeah.
and then Gene Hackman steals some of it, throws it into the sun,
Yeah. Well, he creates something out of it.
like a little...
Embryo.
Yeah. And then he throws it into the sun, and an embryo
He
comes
puts
out.
it in a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, because beforehand, Superman has just stolen all of the world's nuclear weapons.
I put them in a big net.
Didn't he go to the UN
Yeah,
or something?
yeah.
Basic something, and say he sort of said, "Yeah, I'm gonna just take all the nuclear weapons
take all
from
your
this
nukes."
planet," and everyone cheered him,
Woo! Thanks.
which is bollocks.
A lot of those people would have made those nuclear weapons and
Yeah,
put a lot
yeah.
of money into making those nuclear weapons. Wouldn't you go, oh, alright.
A lot of world leaders. on that
S-man's
route.
here.
Yeah. So I think that was bullshit. And then he got all the nukes into a net, which is unsafe, putting all of them in one place in low Earth orbit. That's going to cause
Makes no
disaster.
sense either.
And then he threw them into the sun,
Yeah.
which wouldn't go down
And
well
it's went-
either. Just went
If you threw,
one nuke into the sun.
they look like at least 20 nukes
Yeah.
in there. If you threw 20 nukes into the sun,
That caused some problems, I think. I'm not an actual scientist anymore, but
well, how much bigger
yeah,
is the sun than the Earth?
8 times.
Is it 8 times?
What?
Okay. So you say 20 nukes,
Yeah.
that fuck the world up. The world's done.
Definitely.
Right off. So, 1/8 of the sun just
Yeah.
dies out. That surely fucks up all sorts of stuff.
Hang on a minute. Fill time for a minute.
Fill time.
Yeah.
I know I said it's true. I can feel the love, can feel it too. I can feel it. I can feel it.
All I said is true. I can feel the love. I was a bit off. It's 1.3 million times bigger. Sorry, yeah. Oh, clanger. That was a brain fart. Sorry. I said 8. I meant to say 1.3 million. Sorry about that.
Well, then the explosion was probably pretty accurate.
No, I think it still would cause some problems because solar flares are a big problem.
Are they?
Yeah. So I think loads of nukes going into the sun.
Yeah, would fuck up all
That would
sorts of
fuck it up, yeah. Later on in the film, of course, Superman put Nuclear Man onto the dark side of the moon.
Yeah. Pink
But-
Floyd album.
No, the actual moon.
Oh, right, okay.
But he accidentally made a clanger and embarrassed himself because he put it on the bright side of the moon like
Yeah.
a fucking idiot. So Nuclear Man
was like, woke
just
up,
thought, well, I'm going to kill you.
come out and they had a big scrap.
But of course, Superman made sure to straighten up the American flag.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, which just proves that he's on
Nuclear
the
Man,
wrong side of the moon.
He came over, dived, took him out,
Yeah.
knocked the flag over. Which was, I mean, the patriot in me, especially this close to Flag Day,
Yeah,
I nearly had a heart attack.
yeah,
I'd already had an anxiety attack earlier in the evening.
yeah.
Don't need it. Do
Also,
not need it.
I'm just going to corroborate this because I'm not sure that I'm right here. But I think, yeah, there is no dark side of the moon. There's just a side of the moon that's not facing the Earth. All of the moon gets the same amount of sunlight.
Spins.
Yeah. So Superman's embarrassed himself there on 2 counts because any part of the moon that he puts Nuclear Man on will receive light, and Nuclear Man's just going to be fine. But then at the end of the film, the way that Superman wins is that he causes an eclipse, and so Nuclear Man doesn't get any power anymore because he gets his power from the sun. And Superman flies back down to Earth. But didn't Superman also get his power from the sun?
No idea.
No. Aren't you a big old nerd? Don't you love comic books?
Yeah, I love comic books.
Yeah.
I just happen to have never read one ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't you have a big collection?
Yeah, they're just a collection, they're not for reading.
No. What do you do with them?
I just leave them in a drawer.
Leave them in a drawer, yeah.
I actually just watch a lot of sport. I hate sport, I just watch loads of it. I really love comic books and
Video games.
video games. Star
What's your
Trek
favourite
and
video game?
stuff. Probably just Time Splitters 2.
Time Splitters 2.
It's actually one of my favourite video games.
Right. I agree. John Cryer in this film, he was great.
Yeah, he was.
He played Lex Luthor's teenage nephew.
Which is surprising considering his current age of nearly 50.
Yeah. But back then he was presumably... Oh no, this was filmed recently though.
48
2013. Yeah.
You know, obviously, he's been married to Lisa Joyner since 07.
He's looking very young.
Yeah, for a man who's nearly 50.
And his impression of a young man was brilliant. He was like, dude!
Yeah, right.
Yeah, dude! That's rocking, that rocks! Stuff like that.
Yeah. He was breakdancing.
Did a little breakdance. I bet Charlie Sheen was watching, just fisting himself. Is that a phrase?
Fisting himself?
Punching himself in the head, fisting himself.
No,
yeah, it's to fist someone, you punch them in the head. Fisting, like, oh, come here, I'm going to fist you. Or you're looking for a good fisting. Yeah?
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. Now you say it like that, yeah.
I was scared for a minute. John Cryer, he was alright.
He was whack.
Christopher Reeve's performance, for a man who's
been dead,
I thought been dead for quite a while.
Yeah, 2000 and something, I think.
Yeah, like almost 10 years. Or maybe even more than 10 years. I think he died in 2005, did he?
Yeah, died in 2005.
So, for him to give such a good performance in Man of Steel, for me, was just shocking.
Yeah.
Quadriplegic as well, isn't he?
Yeah, but he was flying around.
Yeah. So he did a good Superman. Whoever played Clark Kent was quite good as well.
Yeah, somebody completely different, I think.
Yeah.
Glasses.
I would check the credits, but I don't want to.
Yeah, it's boring.
Yeah, CBA. What else is there to say about this film that we haven't already said? Poor SFX for 2013. Didn't like the special effects. The actor for Nuclear Man is from Leeds.
So they dubbed him.
So they dubbed him over with Gene Hackman's voice, and they quickly explained that away in like one line. Only it wasn't really a very good explanation. The scene where Clark and Superman can't be in the same room is played out far too long.
Yeah.
And I didn't really get what he was trying to say, because I think they'd get on like house on fire.
Yeah,
I think they should go in the same room.
Like similar guys.
They'd have great on-screen chemistry. We should see them in the same room.
It was a weird sort of comedy skit.
Yeah.
That felt completely out of place.
And then it was completely abruptly stopped by Gene Hackman being really evil.
Yeah. Classic Hackman.
Great Wall of China, that made an appearance.
Yeah.
Pompeii was in it.
Yeah.
With a big volcano, Mount Mirama, whatever it is. And then what Superman did to block that up was he cut the top off a mountain using his eyeballs and then plugged the volcano. And I thought that wouldn't actually work in real life.
Oh yeah, that probably won't work.
Because I did geology at Grimsby University for 9 years. Mm-hmm. I did first year geology for 9 years.
Yeah.
And that definitely wouldn't work because rocks and magma flow.
That's true, rocks.
Yeah, rocks and lava. Gravity. And soil.
Yeah, sort of rocks and stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think that's pretty much all there is to be said. I don't know, what else? Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, it was disappointing.
Disappointing?
I did not enjoy it.
No? What would you score it? I think we're going to have to decide on a score.
Yeah, I think it's perfect time to decide a score.
Now...
Well, that was certainly something. Now
oh no! Oh, you first. Go on.
Alright,
now.
I'll leave it to you.
No, it's I think that a 5 is too low.
Yeah,
because it wasn't awful.
It wasn't oral cancer.
Wasn't oral cancer, but I don't think that it was a 10 either.
No, it
wasn't perfect.
No,
there were flaws. There were flaws. So I think we should go somewhere in between the two.
Should we go smack bang in the middle, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you're a mathematician.
Well, smack bang in the middle, of course, is a solid 9.
9.0?
Yeah.
We'll give it a 9.0 then. I think quite a medium 9.0.
Yeah. It's
Medium to low 9.0.
Medium to low.
Yeah.
M to L.
M to L, MTL, MTL, MP, Z.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, it was nominated for International Fantasy Film Award. in
Already?
1989.
When?
Which is 1989. Which is
Why?
weird because the film came out last week.
Yeah, that's far before it was released.
Good grief.
That's silly. I don't think they should have done that.
Yeah.
I think that's jumping the gun. I can understand people having seen advanced screeners and stuff like that, but to that extent,
It's disgusting.
it makes me sick.
I want to actually throw up in my mouth.
I have done.
Oh, good. Good for you.
Yeah, while you were asleep last night, I threw up in your mouth.
Oh.
No, I didn't. That's not true. Just wait here while I find the rim shot sound effect.
Oh.
9.0 then.
That sounds perfect score.
And that's official. No, the perfect score would be 10.
Perfect score for the
See?
film.
Well, perfect review score. I would
Yeah.
give the review a 10.